that's what one of the Smothers brothers used to say to the other, but today it's no joke, because children are complaining that their mom has favored a child in the family. Stand up, please, sir.
Sure.
Amazing story, huh, that first story?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I just want to ask...
I can see you're really shocked. Yeah. But it is that somebody would have such a blatant favoritism for one sex of a child over another,
Yeah,
right?
well, not sex. I mean, my mom favors me over my brother. I know that for a fact. But I got a question for you, Mom. All right? You said Daddy's little girl. Is Daddy involved? Is Daddy...
No more.
So what? Are you divorced?
Yes, I am.
All right, then wait.
Oh, man.
Dr. Freud would say, because the man is not in the house, what you're doing is you need the man's attention. So you always are going to the male child to get his attention as a surrogate husband. And the little daughter doesn't get the attention that she deserves because you're looking for a man in the house because there is no man there. So the son becomes the father. Understand?
Yes, master.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Well, wait a second, though.
If you're so worried...
No, wait a second. What other explanation is there for favoring a boy child over a girl
Boys
child?
will always be my favorite. And, Richard, let me say something. If you're so worried about me having a man in the house, you know my address. Come on over.
But I'll tell you this. I think that a woman should respect her daughters and take special concern in how her daughter... You know why? Because the message you're giving your daughter is that women are more important than men, and that is not a fair message to give a child. And part two, you need a man's attention so much that you give an invitation to the host of a talk show that you don't even know because you need a man's attention. Now,
I want to find out.
I'm not trying to insult you, and I can see...
I want to find out. How else am I going to find out if you don't come on over?
Sometimes the guests show up here, and they don't know what show they're on. She thinks she's on Love Connection, and she's on the Richard Bay Show. But our next guest is Phyllis. She freely admits she'd made some big mistakes by letting her smooth-talking son, Thorin, pull the wool over her eyes. You've never trusted your daughter, Melissa, but your daughter, Melissa's here today to say, Mom always liked you best, to her smooth-talking brother, Thorin. And please welcome Melissa, disgruntled daughter, who says, Mom always liked you best. Okay, now you told us before the show there are 3 reasons why your mother favors Thorin. Can you remember those 3 reasons? Number 1.
1, because I think he's a boy. And
Number 1. Number 2.
and because he was first.
And firstborn. Number 3.
I don't remember that.
Well, you don't remember. But the 3rd reason you gave our producers in a pre-interview was, Thorin, can you guess what the answer is?
I don't know.
The 3rd reason was, Thorin sucks up. All right. Well, you remember 2 out of the 3 reasons, but I'm sure the 3rd reason is familiar to you now. Because your brother is such a smooth talker and a manipulator, what sort of favoritism has he gotten from your mother? How have you been made second class in this household? Smile. But you do admit that you've had a double standard in terms of raising...
Yes, I very much have so.
Okay.
And Melissa has taught me a lot in the last 4 years about how double standard has torn us apart. And that in the last year we've started working on those issues, but because of...
Why do you think you had the double standard in the first place? That you would let him get away with murder and you would be much harder on your daughter? Why?
Thorne's a lot more passive, and he's a lot more evasive of what he's doing, whereas...
What do you mean by that? What does he do?
Well, Thorne will say that he needs $20 to take a girl out to a show, and I'll give him $20.
That little smirk on Thorne's face.
And, you know, and over the years, I have found out that the $20 did not go for a girlfriend. It went for his
Okay, unlike our first mother, do you believe that daughters have to be raised with different rules and with a different set of standards than boys?
I think, unfortunately, we do that to them, you know, just because society, and I'm part of that.
Is it valid, though? Is it valid to do that?
I don't think it's valid, but I think that we do that unconsciously, and in the midst of it,
So do you owe your daughter an apology to some degree?
I surely do.
Well, would you like to make one?
Yes. Melissa, I'm very sorry for doing what I've done and putting you through the stuff that you've been through. And I don't love you any less or any more than your brother, but, you know, because of my double standards, you've gone through a lot of stuff that your brother hasn't gone through, and maybe you shouldn't have had to go through. And I'm very sorry. And I love you a lot.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.